presentable, so that this is post lunch session, so it is a bit, people tend to get very lethargic, but I'll see that I can make it a bit interesting, since the topic is interesting, the topic that has been given to me, that is green home decor. So I won't be taking much time, and I would be starting with my presentation. Yeah, I hope the screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So now here, a small photograph of flower, right? Plumeria, champa flowers. Now, it's a beautiful haiku by Basho. He says that the temple bell stops, but I still hear the sound coming out of the flowers. Like, this is such a in a beautiful manner he has described flowers, or the feel of flowers we get. Like when we enter a temple, right? And when the bell rings, you feel the sound. And with that sound, everything stops, like your thoughts just stop. But that is for a fraction of seconds. As the bell sound stops, you're again into your world, right? But he says that flowers catch you more, like flowers are more catchy. When you're surrounded with flowers and greens, you are more catchy. They just hold you for a longer time. So that is the beauty of it. Now, why green home decor? Like, if you have been in front of me, I would have haven't started further without a few answers. But I know it is a bit difficult when we are just going online, and it is like a screen where I have to keep on speaking. So why green home decor? Lots of reasons. First thing, we see a lot of chaos around us, right? Because someone's mic is on. Some participants.
रमेश रमेश
किसी का माइक ऑन है, which is a bit disturbing.
तो निकाल देना उसका प्रिंट.
So because of high pollution and population explosion, we see our life is a bit hasty. Not bit hasty, it is a lot hasty. And with that, space is decreasing. And that is the reason why we need to have green space. And you see that urban, this heat island effect is also growing up. Wherever these concrete buildings are there, the green space is lesser and lesser. That way temperature rises up. So this is also a problem which we see every day. Now it's even in indoor, there are lots of pollution which are not very visible. Like you feel we are inside our home, we are inside our office, so we are away from pollution, but that it is not so. There are many things even in the inside that cause a lot of contamination, air contamination. It is the outside air which is coming in, which is contaminated. And again, there are many things like at your home you are working on gas, your stove is working, then many building products are there, even colors, paints, curtains, foam, many air fresheners, all artificial colors, fragrance, all these things, they just cause degrade indoor air quality. Now, there's a report from Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation from 2016 that says that 2.6 million people died prematurely, and the reasons were have been correlated with indoor air quality, like degradation of air quality. So that causes a lot of respiratory related problems, and with this COVID pandemic crisis, this problem is a big problem which we need to handle.
मैडम मैं आपको इंटरप्ट कर दो. जिनके भी माइक्रोफोन ऑन है प्लीज आपके माइक्रोफोन. I request all the participants to keep their microphones on mute. ये हमारे लिए चल रहा है स्पीकर.
They are not knowing that the speakers is on, so please. Yeah.
मंजीत जी उधर से आप सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स के माइक्रोफोन म्यूट कर दीजिए प्लीज.
The host.
मंजीत जी आई रिक्वेस्ट यू सबके माइक्रोफोन म्यूट पे ले लीजिए. प्लीज कंटिन्यू मैडम.
Yeah. So that is the reason why indoor air quality is becoming poorer. And when such conditions are there, even there is low light and low humidity inside the air because of lower ventilation and lower space feeling. So, and these are the reasons why the air quality is continuously being degrading. And it is known that around more than 300 volatile organic compounds are being known as indoor air contaminants. So you can imagine the limit of indoor air quality which is being degrading. Now here, how plants can help. So I'll be talking about that now. What is the significance of plants? It has a big environmental role to play. Then they have positive emotional and psychological impact, as well as socio-economical factor. That is also very important. And all these things are related to our health finally, right? So even with Japanese garden style, their emphasis is on spiritual and mental tranquility. When we talk about flowers or green plants, they affect our human psychology in a positive manner. How? Because they have beautiful color, they have beautiful texture, and they have very nice fragrance. Many flowers have. So this is how they affect our psychology, and we tend to be more happier. And when we are more happier, we tend to be more healthier as well. So fresh greens and flowers influence positive attitude. They influence our creative ability. They even boost our work performance, and they act as a stress buster. That is how we are more happier and our mood is enhanced. This is as per a study from Department of Psychology from Rutgers University and La Salle University from USA. Now, as you know, that plants in the interiors, they just change the entire ambience. It turns like into a green oasis, right? And when you enter such kind of ambience, you feel the positivity, and you feel immediately you start feeling happy. Now, as per some reports, it says that when you place plants in hospital rooms, the recovery rates of patients have been known to get improved, right? And there's, as per a study from Agricultural University Oslo, from Norway, it says that if you place plants in the university and in the classrooms, your fatigue level is down. Then a lot of problems related to headache, cough, dry throat, and even dry facial skin, these problems tend to decrease significantly. And as per some study, it says that even students tend to be more concentrated and they are more focused if you have plants in your classrooms. More than 70% attentiveness has been found in classrooms which are having plants. So this is something very significant role that plants can play. So here I'm reminded of Shantiniketan, and I remember Rabindranath Tagore ji. Like it was how he started this principle of studying below the trees, and this has been our tradition as well, of Indian tradition. And now this has been adopted in USA. It has been adopted even in Europe, in different countries, where especially for kids and preschool children, they are involving them in school, where a lot of trees are there, a lot of plants are there, and they involve them with plantation. Now there's a beautiful book by Richard Locke, A Last Child in the Woods. Like here, he has emphasized that we need to grow our children with plants, with trees, with greenery, because otherwise we are facing a lot of attention deficit disorders with kids. And another book by Jennifer Ward, I Love Dirt. Like here, where emphasis is on to involve kids with plants, with nature. Now there's a survey. It says that even job satisfaction improves if you have plant on your desk. So in offices, plants are very much recommended. Now, how to choose plants for home or for your office? First thing is weather condition. How is the weather at that place? Like how much light is there? Direct or indirect light, sunlight or artificial light. How much it is? Then and for how much period it is there? What is the temperature range? What is the relative humidity of that location? Then where you are going to place your plants or location placement, then what growing media you're going to use, and how is the water quality availability of that. Now, as per NASA report, one plant has been recommended per 100 square feet of floor space, and there are few plants which they have recommended. Just reading out those plants. So first one is this spider plant, that is chlorophytum, then ivy. Most of these plants, they are very good, they're known for removal of air pollutants. Okay, so this is dragon plant, that is Dracaena, then fern Nephrolepis, then Philodendron, then snake plant, uh, that is Sansevieria, then of course peace lily spathiphyllum, beautiful flowering plant which you can place indoors. Then yes, orchids, dendrobium also, phalaenopsis also, they are very good for indoor air quality. Then even gerbera, then anthurium, and you can go. These are just they have mentioned about these 10 plants, but besides these 10 plants, there are a number of plants which you can place in indoor condition. Right, you can start with bushy and upright ones at the corners like this. You can see here Ficus benjamina, Dieffenbachia, ficus. Lot of species are there you can go in for. If you have good indirect sunlight, like you can place them near your window or near your balcony like that. Then lots of palms you can grow and they just look beautiful. Lots of palms are there, ficus. Then ferns also, lots of ferns are there. Then anthuriums, bromeliads, and these phalaenopsis, they are just wonderful. And even you can choose for cacti and succulents. Cacti is a bit issue because in indoor you can't place them, but you can place them just next to your windowsill where indirectly sunlight is available, or in your balcony or on your roof terrace. And you can go for succulents as well. Succulents, these, it was considered that cactus one should not have because they have got thorns. Reason was they have got thorns. So if children handle them or kids tend to touch them, it may hurt them. But the thing is, uh, where kids are there, where pets are there, and if they see plants right from their birth, they know how to handle them. Right, you can teach them, and that is how um, care for nature, care for plants can develop. It is up to you. It is up to your individual interest, like what plants you want to choose. But I'm just showing you a range, big range. Then what are the important considerations, like important components for indoor gardening or green home decor? It is the media, then pots and planters, then how you display them on stands, and of course accessories can also enhance the look. So if you are going for soilless media, you can go for coco peat, perlite, vermiculite, peat moss, sand. Now you have to mix and merge these media as per your need. Like if you are going for hangings, I won't advise to go for completely for soil because that becomes a bit heavier. So there you can go for coco peat, and then you can mix perlite if your plant requirement is like it needs fluffy, it needs more drainage, then you can accordingly add perlite. And if your plants they are more water loving, you can add vermiculite, right? And similarly, peat moss you can alter, and you can even use sphagnum moss. You can just cover your plants. So if you want to retain moisture and you don't want, if you are not having much time to re-water again and again, you can go for sphagnum moss. Secondly, you can also go for sphagnum moss for some kind of propagation, like for air layering. I will needing more time if we go for propagation techniques and all. But yes, these are the things you can go for. Even this cocos is the coconut fiber, and these are very good for anthurium and for orchids. Coconut coir and coir fibers, pieces of that cocoa husk. Then yes, oil cakes also you can use. Then in pots and planters, lots of varieties are available. Like you can imagine, and you can go in, and they just look beautiful. So terracotta, the common one. Then ceramics, plastic, wooden, stone, fiberglass, lots of things are available. Ceramics, lots of colors and lots of shapes are available, especially in animal shaped planters, which children they just love. You can develop interest. Now, this is a bamboo planter. It's very eco-friendly, and it looks very nice, very amazing when you use nature-based products for hangings. Like this is from coconut uh, kajo. It's that has been used very nicely for small planters made up of coconut shell. Then these are coconut coir based hanging baskets. They also look very nice, and they are also very eco-friendly. Yeah, this way you can arrange different ways from bamboo planters. They really look awesome. Even stands you can design from bamboo, and even this kind of planters you can use from bamboo. Then you can make small miniatures and miniature garden by using the components you have, and they also look very nice. Then important management criteria is how you go for potting, how you go for repotting when it is needed, how you go for pinching, pruning, so that the nice shape is maintained of your plants. Then how you irrigate them, and of course nutrition management is again important. Now lots of problems do occur which you have to keep on observing your plants, like aphids, mites, mealybugs, caterpillar. So here I would advise you not to wait that your whole plant gets infested with sucking pest or any mites or any diseases. You have to see that whenever anything new comes up, you have to just clean it up, and you have to take care, so that you need not to go much for chemicals as pesticides. So even this kind of problems do occur at seedling stage, especially for plants which are prone to such kind of rotting. These are the plants like adenium. It doesn't like water. Same with succulents. They don't love water, right? So your drainage should be good in media. That you have to take care. Then when the space is less, of course, in our homes and offices we have less space. So how you can go for green decoration with the space paucity. So there you can go for balcony gardening, and you can utilize small spaces in your home for gardening. Like I'm just showing you a few photographs. This is a balcony garden. Then corners you can utilize for pots display. You can even paint your planters similar color with different kind of plants. And then some corners you can beautifully decorate with plants and some gravels. You can also go for such kind of biowall or vertical garden in small space. Then these coil-based half baskets are available, which can also give a vertical green wall kind of structure. Then this way hangings you can develop, and they really look awesome. Even on the stairs, you can where limited light is there, you can choose plants like this Synapsis money plant. You can choose for Aglaonema. Then such kind of plants you can display on different kind of stands. I think there's going to be talk just after me where he'll be talking about different kind of display structures. Pritesh ji will be showing you all that. So these are small stands you can display on the wall, and there are many ways. You can be creative in so many different ways to display your plants. If you have a little more space, you can go for a green roof garden. Like this is a short sort of one which we have developed in our college. My faculty, Dr. Mukesh and Dr. Hardik, our team members. Yes, and this way you can be creative in hangings. You can also gift plants, succulents, small plants like this, and You can be creative in just designing them, just 2-3 plants, grouping them. And this terrarium bottle garden, they also look awesome, and very less care they require. Like you just need to water them once a month or once in 2 months, depending on your weather conditions. And even you can go for flower decoration from your garden, small things. So this is about, in brief, which I tried to tell you about green home decor. Now here I'll be showing you one video about some features which you can go in for. Gardening is a wonderful hobby that leads to healthy, or I would say a holistic life. But the problem is of space. Nowadays, since our housing system, they are becoming smaller and we have limitation in space. So with space paucity also, there are different ways of gardening. Like you can go for hanging baskets, you can go for vertical gardening, you can go for container gardening, you can go for dish gardening, miniatures gardening. So this is a lab I'll be showing you. Here you see this hanging baskets, coir based, है ना. आप लोग different hanging baskets यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. तो काफी सारे plants हैं जो आप hangings में लगा सकते हैं. Here we have got this philodendrons. फिर ये money plant you can see. Then you can see here we have got syngonium. तो ऐसे काफी सारे हैंगिंग्स हैं जो आप लगा सकते हैं. दूसरा वर्टिकल गार्डनिंग भी एक अच्छी वे है टू डिस्प्ले गार्डनिंग स्किल, और ये बहुत प्यारा लगता है. डिफरेंट स्टैंड्स भी आते हैं जिस पर आप छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स रख सकते हो. सो हियर यू विल सी दिस. यू कैन इवन कीप सम स्मॉल इंडोर प्लांट्स लाइक हैंगिंग्स. छोटे छोटे फिलोडेंड्रॉन्स आप रख सकते हैं, छोटे सिंगोनियम्स रख सकते हैं, सीडम रख सकते हैं. हमने यहाँ पे कुछ हेवोर्थिया, डिफरेंट स्पीसीज ऑफ हेवोर्थिया रखे हुए हैं, और उसके साथ छोटे छोटे स्टेचूज आप रख सकते हैं. बहुत ही प्यारा सा लुक देता है. एंड हियर यू कैन सी अनदर स्टैंड, ये भी स्टेप्स में है. सो ये आप देखिए सिंगोनियम स्मॉल स्पीसीज, स्मॉल फिलोडेंड्रॉन, फिर ये एरेलिया, प्लैनेक्स, इस तरह के छोटे छोटे सेंसिवेरिया, स्नेक प्लांट, ये भी बहुत प्यारा सा प्लांट है. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ प्लांट्स यू कैन डिस्प्ले. फिर कंटेनर गार्डनिंग, मतलब कंटेनर में एक ये दिस इज एग्लोनिमा. एग्लोनिमा बहुत प्यारा सा प्लांट है, स्पेशली फॉर इंडोर्स. इसके दूसरी स्पीसीज में आपको दिखाऊं. हियर यू विल सी दिस एग्लोनिमा. इट इज ग्रोइंग सो प्रिटी वेल इन इंडोर कंडीशन. ये हमारे लैब में ही हमने रखा हुआ है, और एक सुंदर से प्लांटर में लगाया हुआ है. You can see even planters and pots also play very important role in this. Here you will see this Tradescantia hanging, beautiful plant for hangings again. Then these are philodendrons, golden philodendron, बहुत प्यारा सा plant है indoor condition के लिए, और इसमें भी काफी सारी varieties available हैं, but this is one of my favorite. And this is ZZ plant, ZZ plant भी बोलते हैं. This is Zamioculcas zamifolia, beautiful indoor plant. I would recommend this. Everyone should have this plant. फिर एक दूसरा है कैलेथिया. कैलेथिया में आप देखिए बहुत प्यारी सी, जैसे ऐसा लगता है जैसे इस पर डिजाइनिंग की हुई हो फ्रॉम ब्रश. इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लांट, और इसमें भी काफी वेराइटीज अवेलेबल है. सो दिस आल्सो आई वुड रेकमेंड फॉर योर गार्डनिंग, स्पेशली फॉर इंडोर्स. वाटर एक बहुत प्यारा सा नेचुरल एलिमेंट है, और इसको आप गार्डनिंग के साथ मिक्स एंड मर्ज करोगे तो आपकी गार्डनिंग की ब्यूटी एनहांस हो सकती है. सो अभी इंडोर गार्डनिंग के साथ भी आप वाटरफॉल्स एसोसिएट कर सकते हो. छोटे छोटे वाटर फाउंटेन्स इजिली अवेलेबल है. तो दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल फाइबर बेस्ड वाटर फाउंटेन. कितना एलिगेंट लुक देता है विद योर गार्डन्स, विद योर प्लांट्स. किसी भी कॉर्नर में आप इसको डिस्प्ले कर सकते हैं. इट्स रियली वंडरफुल. Or with this, I have associated the ZZ plant or the Pandanus kevda, small leaves wala, with Philodendron, and it is looking so very beautiful. This is Buddha fountain. Another fountain we have got of different steps, which is in different steps. Light effect भी बहुत अच्छा है. And these fountains also look very beautiful. Fountain indoor के लिए. This is another hanging of philodendron. बहुत अच्छा सा प्यारा सा look देता है ये भी. फिर statues also play important roles. Statues for different type of planters you can use enhance the look of your gardening. Like this animal planter, इसमें एक हैवोर्टिया display किया हुआ है. छोटा सा plant and even kids love gardening when you associate them with animals and such beautiful concept if you bring in. Even statues play very important role in indoor gardening, especially for miniatures, for dish gardens, for succulents. So यहाँ पे एक range you can see different statues which we have displayed for the students. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें इनको आप यूज करेंगे अपने गार्डन में तो आपकी गार्डनिंग स्किल इम्प्रूव होती जाएगी और बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लुक भी देगा आपके गार्डन को. This is a green by a wall vertical garden done by planting of indoor plants. Regarding vertical gardening, this is another concept. We have placed these half baskets, wall baskets made up of foil. और ये भी बहुत अच्छा लुक देता है. Indirect light जहाँ पे आ रही हो लाइट विंडोज पे आप लगा सकते हैं, बालकनीज में लगा सकते हैं. बहुत प्यारा सा लुक देता है. इस दीवार पे आप देख सकते हैं कि कोको कॉइड से बने हुए बास्केट्स लगे हुए हैं, उस पे प्लांट्स लगाए हुए हैं. प्लांट्स की ग्रोथ भी बहुत अच्छी हो रही है. ये बड़ा अच्छा लुक भी देता है, नेचुरल भी है और इस तरह से आप प्लास्टिक भी अवॉइड कर सकते हैं और एक ग्रीन बायो वॉल भी आप लोग इस तरह से बना सकते हैं. और कितना खूबसूरत लग रहा है आप ये देख सकते हैं. Cactus are also wonderful for home gardening and it is a new growing up trend. Earlier it used to be that cactus were not so very popular, but since as you see here we have got this grafted colorful cactus and even these grafted cactus are flowering also so beautifully. And there are wonderful varieties. So many species are there in cactus and they require least care. As you can see, we have got this beautiful sansevieria. Different variegation is available. Even there is difference in the foliage and variegation as well. So there are some tall species as well as some dwarf species, as you see. Here you see a few succulents, Haworthia, different types of Haworthia grown in soilless media. This is Ixora, beautiful plant, flowering plant which you can plant near your house. It flowers throughout the year. For South Gujarat region, it is beautiful. This is Kamini, Murra exotica, beautiful flowers and fragrant ones. These are some of the plants planted in coconut shell kind of planters, and they really also look so pretty, especially in hangings near your house or near your office. These are small succulents plants planted in different type of planters, and especially children, they just love them. These are small succulents planted in ceramic and also decorated with small toys. This way you can initiate interest even in this young generation. Small pebbles are also used to decorate them. These are some different type of planters. They look so soothing to your eyes also. Small dish garden also you can prepare by mixing and merging different type of plants, succulents, cacti. जब आप गार्डनिंग शुरू करें तो पहली चीज है प्लांट सिलेक्शन. आउटडोर है या इंडोर है उसके हिसाब से आपको प्लांट सिलेक्शन करना है. फिर आपके पास कितना समय आप दे सकते हो आपके गार्डनिंग को. अगर इफ यू डोंट हैव मोर टाइम देन यू कैन गो फॉर कैक्टस एंड सकुलेंट्स. थोड़ी हार्डी स्पीसीज आप यूज कर सकते हैं. तो कुछ प्लांट्स जैसे मैंने आपको बताया सेंसिवेरिया है, जीजी प्लांट है, हेवोर्थिया, इस तरह के प्लांट्स हैं जो आप इजीली ग्रो कर सकते हैं. फिर इंडोर के लिए इवन एग्लोनिमा, फिलोडेंड्रॉन, मनी प्लांट, इस तरह की आप प्लांट वेराइटी स्पीसीज आप सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. डाइफेनबेकिया है, प्लेनेक्स है, ड्रेसिना है, ये भी प्लांट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं। आउटडोर में तो बहुत सारी वैरायटी है विच यू कैन गो इन फॉर। इंडोर के लिए थोड़ा सा स्पेसिफिक सिलेक्शन हो जाता है। और दूसरा एक इम्पोर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया है जब आप गार्डनिंग करें कि पानी, स्पेशली फॉर इंडोर गार्डन में, कि वाटर फ्रीक्वेंसी आपकी ज्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए। प्लांट्स कई बार ज्यादा पानी से ही मर जाते हैं। तो यू हैव टू गिव सिलेक्टिव वाटरिंग टू योर प्लांट्स। स्पेशली आपको पानी तब देना है प्लांट्स को जब उसका जो मीडिया है पूरा ड्राई आउट हो जाए। और सक्यूलेंट्स और कैक्टस में आपको ये देखना है कि जो मीडिया है या वेल ड्रेन्ड होना चाहिए, तो बाल पकड़े ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। तो दिस इज अ सेंसिटिव प्लांट। इसमें मैंने सैंड में हमने इसको प्लांटिंग किया हुआ है। थोड़ा सा वर्मी कंपोस्ट एज ऑर्गेनिक मैटर आप इसमें ऐड कर सकते हैं, ज्यादा फर्टिलाइजर्स की भी जरूरत नहीं है। और बाकी जो मनी प्लांट है या फिर सिंगोनियम है, फिलोडेंड्रोन है, इनको थोड़ा सा फ्रीक्वेंसी ज्यादा चाहिए पानी की। तो आप सिलेक्टिव वे में वाटरिंग करना है। और प्लांटर्स प्ले वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल स्पेशली फॉर इंडोर गार्डनिंग। तो या तो आप सेरामिक यूज करें या फाइबर क्ले यूज करें। हियर यू सी द सेरामिक कंटेनर, इट लुक्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल स्पेशली फॉर योर इंडोर गार्डनिंग। फिर इसको आप इंटरेस्टिंग बना सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग एनिमल प्लांटर्स, स्पेशली फॉर चिल्ड्रन। लाइक चिल्ड्रन दे जस्ट लव दिस काइंड ऑफ प्लांटर्स। और इस तरह का फाइबर क्ले में भी डिफरेंट शेप, एनिमल शेप्स में अवेलेबल है। दिस इज सेरामिक especially for succulents. They really look very elegant. And this you will see this one fiber clay में ये pandanus लगाया हुआ है। and this is fiber embossed container planter. तो इस तरह के कुछ डिफरेंट प्लांटर्स अगर आप यूज करेंगे तो उससे आपकी जो गार्डनिंग स्किल है वो एनहांस होगी, एनहांस लुक देगा आपके स्पेशली फॉर योर इंडोर गार्डन। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि स्टैंड पे डिफरेंट पॉट्स डिस्प्ले किए हुए हैं और ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है। छोटी जगह पे आप नंबर ऑफ प्लांट्स डिस्प्ले कर सकते हैं इस तरह से। This is a small miniature which you can prepare in a small corner just at your outside of your home or in a balcony or in a veranda. This is a corridor planting done by some of the flowering as well as some foliage plants. So even on a parapet wall near your corridor, you can have such kind of plantings. You can see such beautiful roses, they're flowering. Even adeniums also look very well, very beautiful in corridors if you plant them. And most of the year they flower. At the corners, you can place such kind of plants in your home. Here you see this cordyline and even some small hangings you can place near the wall. Then this kind of aglaonema plants you can place at the entrance. This Raphis excelsa palm, it also grows very well in low light condition. Then such kind of hangings on the grill you can place. Even on the wall you can place such kind of coir based baskets. This is a small indoor garden at my own home. It really looks very soothing to your eyes and you really feel some kind of peace when you are surrounded with such kind of plants. गार्डनिंग में मीडिया भी एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, ग्रोइंग मीडिया। तो ऐसे प्लांट्स जिसमें फ्रीक्वेंसी ज्यादा चाहिए पानी की, तो उसमें आप कोकोपीट और लिक्विड यूज कर सकते हैं। जिसमें ड्रेनेज अच्छा चाहिए उसका मीडिया में आप या तो परलाइट यूज करें या फिर सैंड यूज करें और सॉइल के साथ मिक्स कर सकते हैं। फिर जो हमारी हैंगिंग्स है बिकॉज वो हैवी हो जाती है तो इसमें सॉइललेस मीडिया यूज करेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा है। इसमें परलाइट और कोकोपीट मिक्सचर, लीफ मोल्ड मिक्सचर आप यूज कर सकते हैं। फिर वर्मी कंपोस्ट आप यूज कर सकते हैं हर एक प्लांट में, पॉट प्लांट्स के लिए, क्योंकि उससे जो उसका न्यूट्रिशन बेस है वो अच्छे से बना है। ये एक चीज है। दूसरा वाटर, जो मैंने कहा कि वाटर की क्वालिटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए जनरल प्लांट्स के लिए। जो कैक्टस और सक्यूलेंट्स है उसमें किसी हाई होगी ज्यादा वाटर जैसे इन जनरल ग्रोथ के लिए इंडोर प्लांट्स के लिए आपको आरओ सिस्टम वाला पानी यूज करना चाहिए या फिर गुड क्वालिटी वाटर होना चाहिए। तो ये एक दो इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें हैं जो आपको ध्यान रखनी है। फिर प्लांट मैनेजमेंट में ये है कि इंडोर प्लांट्स में अगर साइड के लीव्स अगर ब्राउन हो रहे हैं या ड्राई आउट हो रहे हैं तो वो आपको रिमूव करने हैं रेगुलरली। फिर कहीं पे अगर सनलाइट ज्यादा है तो उस वजह से भी लीव्स पे कई बार पैचेस आ जाते हैं, ब्राउन पैचेस, येलो पैचेस, तो उससे आपको आइडिया लगेगा कि इस प्लांट को ज्यादा धूप लग रही है। ताकि जो फ्लावरिंग प्लांट है उसमें वेजिटेटिव ग्रोथ ज्यादा रहेगी, अगर उससे अच्छे से धूप नहीं आ रही है उससे आपको पता चलेगा कि इससे एडोनियम है या रोजेस है। अगर फ्लावर नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आपको एक तो पानी आपको स्टॉप करना है कुछ दिनों के लिए, और उसमें वहां पे सनलाइट अच्छी होनी चाहिए। तो ये कुछ कुछ छोटी छोटी चीजें जो आपको ध्यान रखनी। So this is all general points I've told you about gardening. Or if you will take care of all these things, especially media, water, and management, you can have a wonderful garden at your home, in your balcony, in your rooftop garden, in your terrace, or outdoors. So this was all about green home decor. Because we have got other speakers also, so better. Otherwise, if next time we can go ahead with some more videos.
Thank you very much, Alka madam, for your very informative speech and beautiful presentation. I think you have touched and discussed all the aspects of home gardening, and it will be very useful for our participants. So thank you very much once again. और इसका जो श्रेय जाता है that is for our today's sponsors, Urban Roots Agro and Creations. So thanks to our sponsors also. Thank you very much. Now we have with us Pritesh Loda from Creations. So he has a very good stands and accessories for his presentation. So I request Mr. Pritesh Loda to give his presentation. So over to you, Mr. Pritesh ji.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Alka. It was very nice session, brief about all the plants and what is the importance of the plant and home gardening. So I'll just take over.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'll start my share screen. Is my screen visible?
No. It's sharing now, but it's not shared.
Just a second. Yes, there is some issue. Is it visible now?
No, sir.
One sec, sorry.
आप एक बार फिर से ट्राई कर लीजिए.
Yeah, I'm just doing it.
प्रत्येक जी एक बार एग्जिट करके फिर से ट्राई कर लीजिए. Can you hear me? Pritesh ji?
Yes, it's audible.
Pritesh ji, can you hear me?
I think he is left.
I think Anushka madam is with us from Urban Roots Agro. Hello. Still he's get connected with us. I request Arishka madam from Urban Roots Agro. Arishka madam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you share your video? Can you start your
Yes.
presentation, please? I welcome
All
on
right,
behalf of
sure.
you, on behalf of our Indian Nursery Association. So,
Thank
Arishka
you so
madam, I
much.
request you to go for your presentation.
All right, sure. Thank you so much. Very beautiful presentation by Alka ma'am. And I really want to thank you, thank Indian Nursery Men Association to give us this platform as an opportunity to come and talk. Obviously, when the name Indian Nursery Men Association came to my mind, the first thing, I mean, before I got associated with you, I mean, I attended a lot of your webinars. I've seen you guys are doing a tremendous job. So very good. I'm very happy to be a part of, this platform. And you're not just doing things about nursery, but आप बहुत सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं to create awareness about environment, which is a very nice job. And I'm very proud to be a part of this platform. So thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Chatterjee, from the Indian Nurserymen Association to introduce me here. Now I'll just share the screen. Do let me know if it's visible. Okay, is it visible, sir?
Yes, it
Yes,
is
it is
visible.
visible. आप zoom कर दीजिए
Okay.
खाली उसको.
All right.
Full screen कर दीजिए.
Yes, sir. ये full screen है, अभी visible है?
Yeah, it is visible. You can go ahead now.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I just want to talk about zero waste living. Zero waste क्या है? Well, of course, आज हम काफी सारी चीजें यूज करते हैं लाइफ में, predominantly plastic. तो of course, ये एक छोटा सा सेशन है, just very small session to give you an introduction. मैं आपसे नेक्स्ट सेशन में मिलूंगी जब मैं आपको ये पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करूंगी.
Hello, I can't hear anything.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hello,
Hello.
I can't hear anything.
Madam, she is audible.
Yeah, you are audible. Very much
Okay.
audible and clear. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It is
Okay.
very audible.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
All right. Thank you so much. So this is just a very small introductory session.
सफेद छोटे गमले सफेद दे दीजिए.
So इसमें just I want to share about why zero waste is important. अभी काफी सारे countries हैं जो zero waste policy अपना रहे हैं, काफी सारे companies हैं जो zero waste policy अपना रहे हैं. हम घर में ही शुरुआत कर सकते हैं, obviously, because charity begins at home, like it said. So I'll just give you a very short brief. Why live a zero waste life? Of course, because it is very important for the environment. पर्यावरण के लिए बहुत important है, community के लिए important है, आपके लिए, मेरे लिए, हम सबके लिए important है, and of course economy के लिए. Economy के लिए कैसे important है? Of course, because काफी सारी products आज भी हैं, सबको पता है कि when you are using plastic, of course India में production होता है, लेकिन काफी सारी चीजें हैं जो export होकर आती हैं. फिर उसके अलावा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि जब प्लास्टिक है या कोई अनरिसाइक्लेबल चीज जब यहाँ पर जब जगह नहीं रहती तो उसे शिप किया जाता है दूसरे गरीब देशों में ताकि वहां पर उसे रिसाइकल किया जाए. तो ऑफ कोर्स हमारे इकोनॉमी का एक अच्छा खासा भाग जो है चला जाता है उसे रिसाइकल करने के पीछे। तो ऑफ कोर्स जितना हम कम रिसाइकल करें, जितना हम कम प्लास्टिक जैसी चीजें यूज करें उतना बेहतर है। So yes, so how to get into the zero waste life, उसके बारे में आपको of course मैं next session में बताऊंगी, but I would want you to leave today with certain thoughts, certain important factors about living a zero life. The most important thing is adapting to the R's. Now, what are the R's of living a zero waste life? The first thing is refuse. Refuse, मना करो चीजों की जिसकी जरूरत नहीं है। जैसे सिंपल सी चीजें हैं, हम वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड टू नॉट यूजिंग प्लास्टिक बैग्स जब हम कुछ शॉपिंग करने जाते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ने मना किया है, गवर्नमेंट ने बैन किया है। लेकिन उसके अलावा भी काफी सारी चीजें हैं जिसके लिए हमें जरूरत नहीं है कि हम गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट रहे। खुद ही काफी सारी चीजें हैं जिसके लिए हम मना कर सकते हैं। जैसे आप कोई इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए जा रहे हैं, कंपनी आपको ब्रोशर दे रही है, मना कर दीजिए, कह दीजिए हमें ईमेल कर दीजिए। या हम एग्जीबिशंस में जाते हैं, एग्जीबिशंस में काफी सारे फ्रीबीज मिलते हैं, पेन मिलता है, नोट पैड्स मिलते हैं, काफी सारी चीजें मिलते हैं। अगर हम मना करें लेने के लिए ऑफ कोर्स, तो बनना बंद हो जाएगा। तो एक दिन ऑफ कोर्स आएगा जहां पर ये सारी चीजें डंप होनी बंद हो जाएंगी। तो फर्स्ट इज रिफ्यूज, सेकंड इज रिड्यूस। रिड्यूस क्या? what you don't need, एंड जो चीज हम मना नहीं कर सकते उसे हम कम कर सकते हैं। जैसे कोई चीजें हैं ऑफ कोर्स, जैसे प्लास्टिक है, हम अभी भी उसके लिए मना कर सकते हैं। आप खुद अपनी चीजें लेकर जाइए, अपने बैग्स लेकर जा रहे हैं। one of the ways of reducing is also one of the ways of reducing is also carrying your own let's say, I mean of course it sounds very funny आज, लेकिन हमारे जो ancestors थे वो जब बाहर निकलते थे तो शॉपिंग के लिए, तब वो ऐसे ही कैरी बैग्स लेकर या बास्केट्स लेकर या अपने डब्बे लेकर निकलते थे। तो आज हम जब जाते हैं तो ऑफ कोर्स एक दिन आई होप आ जाए जब हम अपने डब्बे लेकर जाएं मिठाई वाले के पास कि इसमें मुझे मिठाई भर के दो, आप अपना बॉक्स मत यूज करो। So these are the ways to reduce. Reuse is to reuse of course what you are having. If you can't refuse something, if you can't reduce something, reuse it. Of course वेस्टर्न कल्चर में अभी पहले जो उनका एक कल्चर हुआ करता था, कपड़े यूज कर लिए फेंक दिए, हमारे पास एटलीस्ट इंडिया में अच्छा कल्चर है, पास ऑन किया जाता है बच्चों के को कपड़े एंड चीजें बांटी जाती है। बट अगेन देयर आर मेनी अदर वेज यू कैन रीयूज थिंग्स। देन उसके बाद है रिसाइकल, जो हम रिफ्यूज नहीं कर सकते, कुछ कम नहीं कर सकते, जिसे रीयूज नहीं कर सकते, उसे ही लास्ट में रखना है रिसाइकल के लिए। जैसे ऑफ कोर्स हम बाहर निकलते हैं तो ट्राई करें कि अपना खुद के घर से ही पानी का बोतल लेकर निकले ताकि आपको बाहर खरीदना ना पड़े। इस सोच से मत खरीदिए कि मेरे 20 रुपए बचेंगे, पर इस सोच से खरीदिए कि मत खरीदिए कि मैं पर्यावरण के लिए कुछ करूं। सो ऑफ कोर्स रिसाइकल में ऑब्वियसली काफी सारी चीजें हैं, उसके बारे में ऑफ कोर्स मैं आपको बाद और इंफॉर्मेशन दूंगी कि कैसे रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, कैसे आप वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन कर सकते हैं। एंड लास्ट थिंग इज रॉट, दैट इज टू डिकम्पोज। जो चीजें आप, जैसे आपके घर में किचन वेस्ट हैं या कोई चीजें हैं जो आप डिकम्पोज कर सकते हो, उससे आप घर पे कंपोस्ट करें। तो इवन इन एट अर्बन रूट्स ऑल्सो एज अ कंपनी हम वही प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते हैं, हम वही प्रोडक्ट्स मार्केट करते हैं जो आप रीयूज कर सके, जो आप रिसाइकल कर सकें। जैसे प्लांट हैंगर्स होते हैं तो कॉटन के होते हैं, कॉटन के बने जो अगर 10 सालों के बाद अगर आप आप बोर हो जाए उस चीज से, तो आप सिंपली उसको जमीन में गाड़ दे तो वो पर्यावरण में को खराब भी नहीं करेगा। एंड सिमिलरली देयर आर मेनी अदर प्रोडक्ट्स, ऑफ कोर्स उसका इंफॉर्मेशन आपको दूंगी। लेकिन आज मैं आपको इस सोच के साथ मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप जाओ, आप
Thank you, Arishka madam, for sharing your
Thank
views.
you, sir.
This is a very important topic जिसके ऊपर आपको अगले वेबिनार में फोकस करना है. तो हमारा चैप्टर 3 का होम गार्डनिंग का वेबिनार रहने वाला on 21st Saturday at 2 o'clock. So I request all the participants also to get the participate in the on 21st. So Arishka madam will be with us.
Sure.
So thank you very much,
so
madam.
Thank
तो
you
हमारे
very
साथ
much.
अभी छवि मेथी मैडम जुड़ी हुई है, हमारे नेक्स्ट स्पीकर. छवि मेथी मैडम ने लास्ट टाइम हमको बहुत इंस्पायर किया था. इट वाज अ वेरी इंस्पायरिंग स्पीच फ्रॉम छवि मैडम. सो उनका इंट्रोडक्शन अभी ऐसा है कि क्या दे, इतना बढ़िया उनका काम है. छवि मैडम, इट वाज अ वेरी इंस्पायरिंग योर प्रेजेंटेशन लास्ट टाइम एंड स्पीच. सो शी इज एन एग्रीकल्चर टीचर, शी इज अ टीचर, उसके साथ साथ शी इज एन सोशल एक्टिविस्ट. सो जो नेचर को, जो आज की नीड ऑफ द आवर है, उसके साथ दोनों तरह से वो जुड़ी है. सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी संभाल रही है, उसके साथ साथ एक टीचिंग प्रोफेशन में है. तो विदाउट टेकिंग not much time, I request Chhavi madam to give her presentation on home gardening and decor. So I request Chhavi madam to give his presentation. Over to you, madam.
Thank you
Chhavi
so much,
madam.
Sachin ji, and thanks to Indian Nursery Men Association. And I'm really feeling privileged to be here, and I'm glad you loved the earlier session. So this is part 2 of my series, Home Garden series. And क्योंकि आज हमारा topic is sustainability in home gardens. So I will, and Arishka gave a very beautiful talk, why it is important. There is no planet B. आज जो है वो यही planet है हमारे पास में. I mean, I wish we had we had rockets to go to other planets, to go on moon to stay, to go on Mars to stay. Great, but there is no planet B. We all have to know that. So that is why this word sustainability is finding its, presence here in among all of us. And sustainability means what? So again, I'm going to share my presentation. Sustainability means that we are from a journey in home, like for food growing especially, a seed to seed journey in your home garden should be at minimum cost. So this is what Arishka just said. Like, what do you mean by that? It is simply up, reduce, reuse, and recycle karo. And gardening is one thing which can be done in any containers. Containers can be made beautiful with any of the waste materials that you have. So it is not a rocket science. You don't need to always go out to the market to buy new things. Propagate your plants. Save seeds in your house. Of course, one-time initial investment we all need to make and do. But it is a very, very important step to know before you start gardening that we need to have a sustainable model. And it should not, it should not be very pocket, it should not damage your pockets, in the sense it should not empty your pockets. You need to understand that too. So let's moving forward. I want to talk about now why it is suddenly become an important issue. Sustainability is because of the soil health. The way the soil health is deteriorating. Day by day, we are struggling with the soil health now. In fact, now a lot of research papers have come up on this, कि soil health हमारी poor होती ही जा रही है. And that is why ability to grow food, जो, are human, of course, humans need food to eat. So ability to grow food is getting threatened. It also said that topsoil will only remain on this planet for just another 60 years. So which means how many crops? 120 crops. That is it. And the soil structure and the the organic matter present in the soil structure is all get depleted. We have damaged it, and it is in effect what is that done. I will repeat it. It is damaging our health. Now, what is the
soil health? जमीन में करता है जमीन में हेल्थ जो ऊपर
है. Please, Sachin ji, can you mute Pradeep ji?
Sir, आपके please microphones mute पे रखिए. I humbly request to all the participants to keep your microphones on mute. It's my humble request to all of you. Please. Sorry to interrupt, Madam. Chhavi, Madam, please continue.
No worries. So now you need to understand what is the cause. Cause is definitely urbanization. हम इतना urbanization, हम इतनी city life में आ गए हैं. Commercial and industrial farming is one of the major reasons of this depletion of our soil. We don't talk, like most of us, we think DAP, urea, DDT, NPK, malathion, and are all an essential fertilizer for your plants. No, that is not true. We don't need DAP, urea, DDTs. ग्रास को संभालने के लिए यूरिया माली बोलेगा मुझे जरूर डालना है. We need urea to put it on the grass during winters. हर माली बोलेगा. DAP बोलेगा. But no, you don't need it. Anyways, grass is not native to our country. It will not grow, and grasses will not be sustainable. So to grow grass in your house is not a sustainable idea at all. So what have we done to damage our soil structure? हमने सबसे पहले अपना soil structure को damage करने के लिए हमने अपने जो भी our ancestors, Arishka talked about our ancestors. Arishka, ancestors ke bhi ancestors, literally way beyond the ages. We had, everybody. In fact, many of our, house helps and the malis and the drivers, they all come from villages. They still have kids in their house. वो cows are हमने सबने अपने farm से हटा दिए. We don't have animals. We don't have horse. We don't have goats, and all these horse, goats. They're all very, very essential for our to retain our topsoil. In fact, I'm going to share one very beautiful story about urea. You know what? Urea was a chemical or is a substance which is, which is used to manufacture bombs during the World War times. And just because World War khatam ho gaya, they were left with urea. Now they have given the same urea and they're selling it in, nitrogen. Nitrogen element bahut acha hai. Plants need nitrogen. And nitrogen कह के हमने सारे अपने concoction जो हम cow dung और cow urine से बनाते थे उन सबको replace कर दिया with urea. And because of, to get the yield, and chemicals का हालत बिल्कुल antibiotics की तरह, it's the same relationship. तो जितना हम antibiotics खाते हैं हम कहते हैं ना side effect होता है. तो जितना हम chemical डालते हैं अपने फार्म पे अपने घर के अंदर उतना ही उसका साइड इफेक्ट होता है. हमें apparently नजर नहीं आता है, पर आज इतने साल बाद we are getting present to this. There is something wrong that we have been doing. कैंसर ट्रेन चलती है from Punjab to Delhi. I mean, why? So हमने क्या किया? हमने हर साल अपने केमिकल्स की क्वांटिटी बढ़ाते गए टू गेट द सेम यील्ड. और सॉइल को क्या कर दिया? डैमेज कंप्लीटली. So what are the solutions? I'm here to give you the solution, to give a sustainable model to it. One solution is, which is soil should not be left bare. Empty soil nahi chhodni hai humko. Kyun nahi chhodni hai? Have you ever seen a forest? Have you ever observed what a forest is? तो फॉरेस्ट में अगर आप जाओ तो वहां पे क्या कोई पेस्टिसाइड स्प्रे करने जाता है, या कोई फर्टिलाइजर डालने जाता है, या कोई सेपलिंग लगाने जाता है? एवरीथिंग हैपेंस ऑन इट्स ओन. एंड फॉरेस्ट में खासतौर से एक तो वाटर साइकिल फॉर द होल प्लैनेट काम करता है, एक वाटर साइकिल फॉर अ स्मॉल ट्री काम करता है, लाइक फॉर अ स्मॉलर. तो क्या करेगा प्लांट ट्री? वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लेता है फ्रॉम द एनवायरमेंट, फोटोसिंथेसिस से उसको प्रोसेस करता है, और रूट्स के थ्रू कार्बन नीचे जमीन पे छोड़ देता है. उससे क्या फायदा होगा? We all know carbon is the element which is essential for all living beings. We are all dependent on this element carbon. तो अब वो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म जितने भी हमारे सॉइल के अंदर मौजूद हैं, they become alive. What do they do in return? They transfer all the nutrients to your plants. Because they transfer all the nutrients to your plants become healthy. और एक माइक्रो और as well as a microclimate is created. ठंडा रहता है फॉरेस्ट, कितना ठंडा ठंडा भी रहता है ना, especially a rain forest beautiful thing. But अपने आप, so there is an automatic mulching which is happening. Mulching means covering your planet, means पूरा प्लैनेट आपकी मड नहीं दिख रही. तो हमने क्योंकि सॉइल बहुत बेयर छोड़ रखी है, देयर इज नॉट इवन अ लाइव प्लांट, अ ग्रास इवन ग्रोइंग. डेजर्टिफिकेशन होता जा रहा है हमारे पूरे ग्लोबली. सो इट्स अ कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न. वी नीड टू टॉक अबाउट दिस, वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन इट. एंड यही कंसर्न आज मेरे को ये वाला टॉपिक लेकर आई है, इज इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंडिजिनस काउज इन आवर फार्मिंग. You know, Shri Krishna ji says, humans need cows more than cows need humans. It is not cows don't need humans at all. We need them. जैसे पुराने वेदों में भी again talked about our ancestors. So Vedas, it is said, there is a Rig Ved का एक श्लोक है, I'm going to talk about it. So there are only 3 messages in that Ved mantra. One is that cow were used as pets in initial days, like during those times. I don't know when were those times, maybe 2 generations behind me. Cows apparently seems कि वो सिर्फ हमको दूध देती है, but cows behind the scenes, they are providing nutrition to our soil. But which cow am I talking about? Is it the Holstein cow, or is it the pure Desi variety of cow? And before I move forward, again, a small brief difference between the two. So if you could see, there is this Bos indicus cow, which is called, and this is this Bos taurus cow. Now, Bos indicus cow is our Desi cow, जिसे हम कहते हैं देसी गाय. And this is Bos taurus. This is, now if you see both the cows, this has no hump and this one has hump. Now what does this hump mean? This is Surya Ketu Nadi. So now what will it do? It processes the sunlight from the sun, of course, the energy, and it is available via its cow dung, cow urine, cow milk, and of course ghee and curd comes after that. So जितनी भी सन की एनर्जी है वो काव के अंदर से हमें इस फॉर्म्स में मिलती है. Then there is this flap under his skin, if you can see that. Now this big flap, now this one doesn't have it. So this is another way you could identify your cow. And then there is our cows, like our Desi cows, have beautiful eyes, and they are very emotional. I don't know how many of you would believe that, but many of us know, I mean, there have been research again, that if you touch the cow daily, aapki BP, it helps you in curing your blood pressure. There are many medicines, which is like Govark, which is Panchgavigrit, which you drink and you take and you are able to cure many diseases in your body. So cow is also an emotional being. You know, you leave it on your farm, it just gets connected to you, your family so much that if she knows that this one is unwell, she will go in the garden, go and graze on that plant and give you that gobar and will give you milk, which will be based on the plant that she has eaten. This is how emotional, even you can see tears in a cow's eyes because it's an emotional animal. But aaj hum log from literally gai, gobar, gomut, we have come down to what? Green revolution, white revolution. And what is the price that we are paying? Is huge in terms of human health. Huge. मतलब आज हमने व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन के चक्कर में ढेरों गाय अपनी हटा दी हैं और ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन तो हम सबको पता ही है क्या नुकसान कर दिया है पूरा मतलब यहाँ तक कि हमारे पानी वाटर सोर्सेस खराब हो गए हैं बिलीव मी सॉइल हेल्थ इज इक्वल्स टू ह्यूमन हेल्थ जो सॉइल के अंदर बैक्टीरिया होता है वो बैक्टीरिया हमको ह्यूमन हेल्थ के गट के लिए बहुत जरूरी है दोस माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स विल ओनली बी अवेलेबल because it is can only be available via the soil. So I will again share one video today and ये हम कर क्यों रहे हैं उससे पहले I will tell you why. So what happens is when we are talking about cow dung and cow urine, so in natural farming practices, because I'm a agriculture teacher also, so in natural farming practices we believe as in there are many but it is believed and proven, you may say, that everything is possible just by using concoctions made out of cow dung and cow urine. That is it. We don't need to go out to the market to buy fertilizers and pesticides and everything. I'm going to share, so because we're going to have a part 3 also on the 21st, and I'm going to share my garden video. And I've been able to grow all the decorative varieties, the succulents and adeniums and even food for that matter. And everything is grown just by using cow dung and cow urine. Nothing else. So before we move forward, so I'm going to again share one video. Just give me a second. I want to just stop this just a sec. Yeah. Share screen.
After 40 years, it is clear that chemical farming.
It takes 40 years. This is a little old video, but yes, we know it. Oh my God. Who is it? Okay. Sorry. So it says 40 years, but yes, we know that. We've been now struggling with this. We know it forever.
Farming is not sustainable. Increasing usage of fertilizers, increasing usage of pesticides have converted fertile lands into Banjar bhumis. Today, conventional farming is difficult. Cost of cultivation has shot up. Adding to the farmers' miseries, lower selling prices means profits are becoming lower. Today, farmers are facing the frightening option of paying for it with their own lives. Is there a ray of hope? Yes, there is. Shri Shri Natural Farming, the only sustainable farming technique for the future. 3-day training programs at the village level teach how to do agriculture at zero cost, practical training for preparation of biofertilizers and biopesticides. Although Vedic in origin, Shri Shri natural farming is strongly supported by the latest scientific research. More and more fertilizers. Do we really need to use them? Let's destroy this myth of fertilizers.
I would request everybody to be glued onto the screen and see that do we really need to use the fertilizers? Let's watch.
For example, did you know that 90% of a plant is only water? In other words, 90% of this bindi plant you see is made up only of water. So at least for this 90% of the fresh plant weight, we can categorically state that no chemical fertilizer is required. Now let's take a dried plant. Did you know 90% of this dried plant is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen? Carbon comes from air, carbon dioxide, hydrogen from water and oxygen from air and water. 99% of dry plant's weight comes from air and water. So for this 90% of the dry weight or 99% of the fresh weight of the plant, again, we can categorically say that no chemical fertilizer is required. Let's try to understand now where the remaining 0.01% of the plant's weight comes from. Scientists tell us that 0.04% is nitrogen, 0.02% is phosphorus, and 0.02% is potassium. The last 0.02% is made up of all the trace elements. So why dump so much fertilizer? In school we learned that the beans family of plants fix nitrogen with the help of microorganisms. Then scientists discovered that there are microorganisms that fix nitrogen for all species of plants. Then scientists discovered that even phosphorus and potassium are fixed by microorganisms. Did you know nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and all trace elements are brought to the soil by lightning, rain and weathering? It's just that they are not in soluble form. So what converts these elements into a soluble form that can be absorbed by plants? Now get ready for the ancient secret wisdom of the Vedas to unfold. You know, it is said that our divine cow Kamadhenu was a gift from gods to mankind. Kamadhenu, the abode of the gods and the ancestor of all desi cows in our country. Sahasrakoti devatas are said to reside in the Kamadhenu. Have you ever wondered why goddess Lakshmi is always shown in the hind part of the Kamadhenu or on cow dung? Think about it. Always shown on the tail or the hind quarters is goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Imagine, cow dung of Kamadhenu is the symbol of wealth represented by goddess Lakshmi. Scientists today endorse what our ancient Rig Veda says about the importance of Kamadhenu to the prosperity of mankind. Check this out. Scientists have discovered that fresh desi gai cow dung has the exact microorganism species that are required to convert all the essential elements needed by plants into soluble form. So check this connection between the microorganisms in the cow dung and the micronutrients already present in the soil, although in a bound form. The microorganisms in the cow dung convert the essential elements that are present in the bound form in the soil into soluble form so that plants can absorb them. So, these microorganisms, who may well be the Sahasrakoti Devatas inside the Kamadhenu, they play this very important role of giving the plants nutrients converted into a soluble form. Now, my friend, you may be wondering, what does the microorganism get in return? The beauty of nature is such that it's always a win-win for both. Understand this beautiful relationship between the microorganisms and the plants. The microorganism will give the plant one atom of the essential element at a time, and the plant in return will give the microorganism one molecule of sugar in exchange. For every atom of element given, the plant gives the microbe one molecule of sugar in exchange. Let's understand this wonderful relationship between the plant and the soil microbes in a much deeper way. For example, is any chemical fertilizer required for the luxuriant growth of the plants and trees in a rainforest? No, just the microorganisms in the soil provide all the nutrients required for the forest. If we just look after the microbe population in the soil, the microbes will look after the entire mankind. How extraordinary that our Desi cow, that descended from the divine Kamadhenu, should have all the microbes needed for agriculture. Shri Shri Natural Farming revives this ancient tradition of allowing Goddess Lakshmi present in our Desi cow to shower us with prosperity through agriculture. Here we learn how to explode this microbe population of our Desi cow billions of times to prepare biofertilizers like Jeevamrit, Ganajeevamrit, Panchagavya, etc.
So did you see that? So what we have to do and provide as humans to our soil is that environment for these microbes to flourish and grow. And one of the main, I would say, animal who is responsible for all this activity is the humble earthworm. तो वो जो अर्थवॉर्म है वो सिर्फ उसका काम क्या होता है, वो ऊपर नीचे नीचे ऊपर साइड दाएं बाएं रात भर दिन भर सब काम करता रहता है. And exactly the same, it makes the soil porous, and it will go deep into the soil, bring all the nutrients up, go deep into the soil and bring all the nutrients up. And this cow dung and cow urine concoctions, they help us in building that environment for the soil. Or yahi nahi, natural farming techniques, we also talk about principles of natural farming, which is nothing but are the principles of how a forest survives. So exactly the same principles are spoken and taught about by us. And in fact, we're going to take a workshop soon, which is on the 4th to 6th of December. And it is a really beautiful workshop where we teach everything like this, like right from how to make a compost, how to make bioenzymes, because all these things are sustainable by nature. And they can be easily used in your house and made in your house. What we need to, of course, we don't have cows now anymore in our houses, but yes, but buying cow dung and cow urine is at a very minimum cost, and then making concoctions is another step that you have to make. Only if we have to save our planet Earth. Because as Arishka says, there is no planet B. जो है वो यही है, टॉप सॉइल को हमें बचाना है. So just a little another share that I will do, which is about this program, which is nothing but we learn to grow chemical free food. In fact, why food? Like all the plants can be grown without chemicals. You don't need to buy any chemicals from outside. Everything is there. You saw the video. Everything is there in the soil. But how are they there? How are they present? They are present जैसे एक ताला और चाबी होता है ना. So cow dung and cow urine acts as चाबी to that locked nutrients in the soil. वो चाबी ताले को खोलता है और हमको हमारे प्लांट को न्यूट्रिएंट दे देता है. And I am done, Sachinji, and I would request everybody to please shift to natural ways of farming or agriculture, home gardening, because आज urban lifestyle needs more good quality air and good oxygen and not the gaon walas. not the people who are residing in villages. We need it more than anybody else. Our air is hasty lifestyle, जैसे हमारी hasty lifestyle हो गई है, जैसे डॉक्टर अलका जी ने बोला, इतना lifestyle ऐसा chaos है, इतना pollution है. In fact, plants also help curbing the noise pollution. So we need to grow the plants for sure in our houses, in our windowsills, wherever we find spaces. Yes, over to you, Sachin.
Thank you very much, madam. Again, a very inspiring speech, and it is again, I will say it's motivation for all the participants. आपका पैशन झलकता है आपके प्रेजेंटेशन से, आपके स्पीच से, और सब लोग इंस्पायर होते हैं, इसमें मुझे कोई संदेह नहीं है. So thank you once again, and thank you very much for your beautiful speech and nice presentation. Thank you very much, madam. Now we are with this Mr. Pritesh Lodha from Creations, and आज का जो भी वेबिनार का पूरा श्रेय जाता है हमारे दोनों स्पॉन्सर्स को, अर्बन रूट्स एग्रो एंड क्रिएशंस. तो प्रीतेश लोढ़ा जी हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए, तो आई रिक्वेस्ट प्रीतेश लोढ़ा जी to give his presentation. Over to you, Pritesh ji.
Yeah, sorry, I really apologize for the disconnect in between earlier because there was some technical issue. I hope I'm audible right now.
Yeah, you are audible.
I'll just start my screen share. Is my presentation
yes, sir,
visible?
it is visible. Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, so hi, good afternoon everyone. So basically we are Creations. Basically we are manufacturers and fabricators of metal pot stands which are required for home gardening and office gardening. Wherever there is a place available, we have different varieties. We are just a startup. This is something how we are getting the designs and creating new ways to put your plants. So there's a basic saying that trees and plants always look like the people they live with somehow. So basically you live with the plants, and they reflect your senses and the way you live in your houses and all. So just to give you start, we are basically targeting more or less home improvement. We are trying to optimize, or maybe in aesthetic way, the way every space in your home, office, terrace, garden, passage looks like. We are trying to optimize that in aesthetic way. So we just take you through our basic products right now, wherever which are available with us right now. So this is something basically a simple stand which we have it. These are all fabricated with heavy metal and having a powder coating done. We have color options available, different sizes available as per your convenience, as per your balcony's requirement. We can do all the customized fabrication thing. This comes with an nuts, bolts, and this is all durable, rust free. This is all because of this powder coating thing. It is rust free and it is a lifetime product. It doesn't rust with air or water, whatever the other environment factors which are there. So this is one simple two-step stand which we have. Is it accommodates around 6 to 8 pots. Another one which we have is in 3-step, which can be useful for more space optimization. It is we do online this thing selling of these pots. There is another product which we have is just a second. We are basically delivering this all India as per your requirements. There is an online facility also available. This is another design what we have is a vertical stand. It has different customization available options, which with respect to the height, we have 3 feet height, 4 feet height, and different options also. More or less what we are using is we are using actual photo stands, actual photographs. We are trying to show that we have actually fabricated and created as per our customers' requirement. This is one stand which looks, which is a vertical thing. It's look beautiful when you keep it indoor. in drawing room or in other areas where we have. This comes with a strip thing. This is another product what we have is this is a similar vertical thing, but it comes with a plate. You can see the actual designs also which are being shown. This is another one which is a set of three product like Z stand. It looks beautiful when you keep it indoor during at the entrance or at the corridor. It looks beautiful placement. Another options what we have is this marble thing, a marble product where we have a set of three stand, and we have different color options also available with marble on marble thing. We basically do all this packaging stuff and all, and we deliver it to your as per the requirements which we have. This is only the thing which we wanted to brief. We will paste our contact details and the links of online order in the chat box, so that can be helpful. And whatever queries are there, you can reach to us at our number. We will give you our number.
Thank you very much, Priteji. Your products looks very quality oriented and very beautiful. Thank you very much. Now I think Chhavi madam is talk to something. So I request Chhavi madam to go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So I forgot to mention, today is also Govats Dwadashi. So just the way we say आज धनतेरस है जो हम लक्ष्मी जी की पूजा करते हैं, तो Govats Dwadashi is also you pujo cow, you worship a cow, and it is it is directly related to the why agriculture in India was a very big thing, because it would bring in money. So agriculture was based on cows. So I would request everyone to, yes, worship, do something for the cows, for the जाके दाम दे दीजिए या कुछ cows के लिए कुछ कर दीजिए, and whatever is possible for you, because cows bring the wealth and prosperity to our humans. And hope to see you guys on my program, on the workshop, which is on the 4th to 6th of December. And over to you, Sachinji.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thanks to all the speakers for a very nice presentation, and request participants, those who have any questions to all the speakers are with us now. So I request all the participants, those who have any questions, they are free to ask. This platform is open for all now.
Hello, sir. Thank you. My name is Sonika.
Yes, madam.
My question is, can we use buffalo dung or bull dung in place of cow dung?
We are not, you're not audible, madam.
No, I heard her question. I heard her question, Sachinji. So
okay,
in some cases, yes, but preferably we use only cow dung.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, even I would want to answer this question because, when it comes to cow dung, there are a lot of nutritions in it, and, like ma'am said, microorganisms. And also besides that, there are cow dung lasts for a longer period. I'll give you an example. Like we make products out of cow dung which are sustainable, like as simple as this mobile stand. So you can just, keep your mobile phone. It has been, scientifically said that, it reduces radiation. Now, this is not possible from bull dung. So just like, it is very important in soil. Similarly, making products like, like these, or, we also have these torans, for example, that we make out of cow dung. This cannot last for longer if it is made out of bull dung. So definitely there are a lot more benefits of cow dung in life. It, brings out a lot of positivity itself, because of which only cow dung is good for farming and making products and different uses.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Any more question?
Hello, madam.
Yes, madam, you can ask your question.
How can we use cow dung and cow urine in our terrace garden, sir?
Okay, by making concoctions that we tell you, like Jeevamrit, Ghan Jeevamrit, that is how you use it. And very, very helpful. I've been doing my gardening almost for 10 years, and with practices of natural farming principles.
But not in the fresh form, ma'am.
What?
Not in the fresh form?
No, everywhere. Fresh farm also, wherever you want to use.
No. Cow dung in its fresh form.
So preferably cow dung in this fresh form is not to be used because it is too hot for the plants. बहुत गर्मी होती है उसके अंदर. So that is why it is not to be used directly. So it's better to make some concoctions out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So there is a difference. So, okay. So very good difference. Very good question. Difference between natural and organic gardening. So natural gardening, I'm going to take up this question, Sachinji. So
Yeah, please. Yeah. Sure.
So natural gardening is like leaving everything to nature. Nature decides gobi kab aani hai, nature decides mooli kab aani hai. We are giving the environment mooli ka beej laga diya, gobi ka beej laga diya. But organic gardening can happen even in those greenhouses, even in the hydroponic way, where they're not using chemicals, even in your, when you're using vermicomposting, that they're not using chemicals. But that is not natural. Natural means जो sun अपने time पे उग रहा है. अब मैं sun का जो sunrise is not dependent on me. Sunrise will happen because it is supposed to happen at that particular time. Similarly, natural farming, if I say कि मुझे गोभी आज खानी, वो जब ही उगेगी जब गोभी का सीजन है. वैसे गोभी नहीं उगेगी. और अगर आप विदाउट सीजन वाली, ऑफ सीजन वाली सब्जियां खा रहे हो या ऑफ सीजन वाले प्लांट्स उगा रहे हो या ख्याल रखते हो, तो उनके लिए यू नीड टू क्रिएट दैट काइंड ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट व्हिच बिकम्स व्हिच इज anti-natural. It could be organic, it could be chemical free, but it is anti-natural. ये फर्क है. अगर कुछ समझ में आए, both of them would generally talk about, making fertilizers with cow dung and cow urine. Like vermicomposting happens generally with these cow dung in itself. But they may use any cows. Here we are talking using only desi cows, because desi cows will give balance to the whole ecosystem around us. Yeah, okay, so you're happy with the answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very, very nicely said, madam. Thank you very much. Is there any question, any more question from the participants?
Sachinji, I have one question. Nitin from Alpha Planters.
Yeah, please, Nitinji, please go ahead.
Chhavi, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Ma'am, we have been using our this cow dung in our few of the trenches, in which you saw the other day, right?
Yeah.
So we are not able to, for our own purposes, we are not able to get to one point that sometimes I get cow dung, I get different results. Sometimes I get cow dung, I get totally different rots and all that stuff. So is there any way to just find it out what is a good, how a good rated cow manure should look like? Or
you mean a cow dung, how should it look like?
Yeah. What for use for the agriculture, for use of in the trenches as a growing media? with it?
Cow dung generally, so the cow dung is a very nice design also which comes with the cow dung. It's like a nice spiral kind of a design which you would know that it's a real cow dung. That is one thing. And I did not understand your question very well. So one is this. So this is how you
My
know.
question is like, is it possible to use cow dung directly?
No, as I said, no, it is very hot for the plants. It becomes very, very hot for the plants. So it is not possible to use cow dung directly. I mean, there are people who may say, yes, you can, but I would recommend no.
Okay.
So you make some concoctions, you dilute it and let it ferment for some days, and that is how it is possible.
Okay. Is there anything we can add on for better fermentation so that we get like those?
So this is what this program is going to be all about. This is about making these Jivamrits and Ghanjivamrits and all these astras, as the name suggests. So Amrit, so Jivamrit and Ghanjivamrit is what? It is making these Amrit. We are giving this good nutrition to our plants. Similarly, astras means like we are like, okay, kind of, like shunning away all the pests from our plants. Ki mere paas, agal bagal
Yeah, astra, yeah.
As so as Shastra types, it's like that kind of a thing. So this is what we teach in natural farming.
All right. So thank you very much. Thanks for the answer.
So you may join the workshop 4th to 6th of December.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nitinji. Thank you. So any more question?
Yes, madam. This cow dung which we get out of gobar gas plant.
Gobar
gas plant.
Yeah, so that is more of उसमें cow dung तो नहीं मिलता है. That cow dung is majorly is the waste product of the gobar gas plant.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use that, but again, that is not the pure. That would come under organic ways of farming. It is not the natural farming, but it is the organic way of farming. And generally, home gardening, khas taur se, is more so dependent. It's like a good combination between organic farming principles and natural farming principles. क्योंकि home gardening में आप वो खेत वाला environment आप नहीं दे पाते हो. So it's like a good combination. You can easily use that gobar gas वाला जो गोबर मिलता है वहाँ पे. That's a waste product. You can use that.
Thank you.
Shekharji, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Any more?
One more question to Alka madam.
Okay.
There are so many ornamental plants which we are using inside our house or in gallery. How to identify those, or is there any list of plants? How to go about?
Yes, there's a big list. Like it depends, as I said, on the weather condition, light condition, and then only you can choose. Because if the light is bit higher, if direct sunlight is available on that part of your home or near your balcony or near your window, so accordingly you have to choose. And of course, what is the temperature range? That also. So it will depend on these conditions. The list is very big. You can ask me about particular range, then I can tell you.
Any reference we can see, or you can
reference? Are you interested in indoor, like?
Yeah, indoor.
Yeah. Okay. For indoor, like if you go for low light condition, then it is Dieffenbachia, Aglaonema, then Synapsis, that is money plant. Then a big range of snake plants, Sansevieras. Then if you can provide bit humidity, you can go for ferns. You can even go for some succulents like Haworthia, which can tolerate little shade. And then you can go for palms. In palms also, if the light intensity is very less, you can go for this Rapis palm. If light is available properly indirectly, then you can go for Erica palm. So yeah, that way you can choose. There is my one video on indoor plant selection. You can view it. It is just you can just type on Google on YouTube indoor plant selection, and the channel is Flora Talk by Alka. Flora Talk by Alka, indoor plant selection. So there are some flowering plants also, like Sphathiphyllum, that is peace lily. Then Dendrobium, orchid, and Anthurium also you can go for some of these flowering plants. Even
madam.
yeah,
Yeah,
even near window, no, when that afternoon sun is available,
yes.
west side, or if it is on the east side, you can keep some flowering plants also. Even seasonals also you can keep. They will flower. So
Okay, madam.
yeah, range is big. Mm.
Thank you, Alka madam.
Yeah.
Any more question from the participants? I think there are no questions now. सभी का जो भी क्वेश्चंस आए उसका बहुत ही बढ़िया जवाब हमारे स्पीकर्स ने दिया है, on satisfaction. So now I request Arishka madam, there is one request from Shilpa madam that can you please show some your products so I can purchase. So Arishka madam, can you tell about your products? One question is there. Arishka madam, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
There is one question from Shilpa madam. Can you discuss about your products in short?
Yes, sure. So we what we make is we make cotton plant hangers. We make coconut shell products. Like I just showed you. There were these. I'll just 1 second. I'll just show you that. 1 second.
Madam, you are not audible. Arishka madam.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Arishka madam, can you please reply?
Yes, can you? Okay, am I visible? Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like
yeah.
we make anything which is sustainable, anything that is zero waste, that will not harm the environment in any way. And at Urban Roots Agro, our most important mission is to make these products available at the least price possible. Like for example, this is made out of cow dung, not just cow dung, but this is made out of panchagavya, as in cow dung, cow urine, cow milk, curd made out of that, and cow ghee. So 5 products, and we make products out of that. Then there are these a lot of products can be made. Torans for corporate gifting, we make pen stands out of cow dung. We make for houses, like it's good for vastu. So things like these, I think it may not be visible because of the front camera, but shubh labh, any home decor products. Besides that, one of the most important products that we make are these are coconut shells. So coconut shells get wasted, so we make bowls out of these of various sizes. Not just bowls, but we make candles. In this, we also add coconut wax. So paraffin wax is not used again, because paraffin wax again is not great for the environment. Forks, cutlery, like spoons made out of these, pen stands made out of these, and then of course there are plant hangers. So there are these are macrame products. So in that, you put plants in there. So I have very few products right now. Of course, in my next session I'll show you all the products. These are again, we are selling these mostly B2B, for people who want to become resellers, because we want people to join us in this campaign, sell as much as possible. Then of course, this we want this to be like a sustainable future. Just showing you, few more products. So these kind of products made out of jute. These are the cutleries. This is all made out of bamboo. This is made out of again neem wood. So we try to not use anything which is, which make, first of all, everything that becomes biodegradable goes back to the earth and nourishes the soil. Like Chhavi ma'am was saying, our soil needs a lot of nourishment, especially since the British Raj, our land has been has been pumped with lot of fertilizers, chemicals, because we are we are a nation of cash crops. So we need to ensure we use as much as less as plastic and things as possible, and as much as gobar or cow dung products and cow dung as possible, and make our life more sustainable. So yeah, these are the products. I'll show more products, like these, for example, women use makeup. I mean, since it's a woman asking a question, I'd like to Shilpa ji, tell you that people use makeup wipes. These are all made out of bamboo. It's reusable, so it does not go back into the kachra dabba. You can use it, like we use it n number of times, wash it and use it. It's very good for your skin. So yeah, these are the products that we make. And we want more and more people to join us. So if you are a reseller, we would be more than happy to give these products to you. You can spread this like wildfire. And of course, like people like Chhavi ma'am, who is spreading farming as a wildfire. We want a lot of people to become urban farmers. We want a lot of people to become eco warriors, is what we could say. Save
Yes.
this earth.
And
There's only one
Arishka,
earth.
you know what, with this home gardening thing, the best part is that it's been almost, I don't know how many, a year or maybe more than a year, I haven't used a shampoo on my hair. So I just pluck some leaves from my home garden, उसको पीसती हूँ और उसका पेस्ट बना के अपने बालों में लगा लेती हूँ. That is it. So because if you have those kind of valuable plants, which is like very useful for multiple reasons, so it all benefits, the whole nature gets benefited, and with our little steps that we take.
Yes, we can also make home cleaners just out of orange peels and lemon peels at home.
Bioenzymes, yes. So that is what we teach in our workshop too. Yes, so we can make home cleaners. So this is like one topic, Sachinji, which is like very, very close to my heart, and like I have been sharing this always, and that you need to, it's important to become sustainable at every little step. Like, like nothing, everything should be reused, and if at all you've bought it, तो उसको reuse करना उतना ही बहुत जरूरी है. उसको फेंकना, तो first things, like जैसे अरिष्का जी मैडम ने बोला था कि first thing is of course refuse. That is the first thing. But हम लोग बहुत सारी चीजें refuse नहीं कर पाते हैं, फिर भी हम खरीद लेते हैं. But at least before you actually finally throw it in the bin or give it to a kabadi wala or what, just learn to reuse it. In my house, lot of things are reused. And if possible, I'm going to create a video. And Arishka, we can actually show that video on the third day, the third chapter 3 of this series. And then how have I reused the same products? What was it like, and what has it become? And and continuously, it's been there with me for 12, 13 years, and I've been reusing them.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम. आज का जो वेबिनार था वो आप सब लोगों का सुनने का मौका हम सब लोगों को मिला. दैट इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ आवर स्पॉन्सर्स अर्बन रूट्स एग्रो एंड क्रिएशंस. थैंक्स टू आवर बोथ द स्पॉन्सर्स. आज का जो सस्टेनेबल इको फ्रेंडली होम गार्डनिंग एंड ग्रीन डेकोर का जो वेबिनार आज हुआ है, उसमें डॉक्टर अलका मैडम ने बहुत ही होम गार्डनिंग के रिलेटेड शी गेव अ वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव स्पीच एंड ब्यूटीफुल प्रेजेंटेशन. शी टच wide aspects of the home gardening. So I am very thankful to Alka madam for this beautiful speech. Chhavi madam, to always inspiring, close to the nature, one of the passionate personality in the field. Close, बहुत ही नेचर को अपने सबको क्लोज लेके गई और एक उमंग जगाई उन्होंने अपने स्पीच से. आई एम थैंक्स टू छवि मैडम. Arishka madam, same with Arishka madam, very close to the nature, and जो भी products दिखाए, useful products दिखाए, very useful products. Thanks to Arishka madam. प्रीतेश जी लोढ़ा जी ने अपने प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में बताया, नई प्रोडक्ट्स है, यूनिक प्रोडक्ट्स है जो होम गार्डनिंग और जो भी अभी नए नए प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं, जो भी ऑफिसेस के रिलेटेड हो गए, हॉस्पिटल से, वहां पे यूज कर सकते हैं. So thanks to Pritesh Lodha ji for showing a beautiful products to us. So on behalf of Indian Nursery Association, I am thankful to all the speakers, the participants who are joined with us, जो हमारे साथ सहयोग बना के रखे और वेबिनार से जो नॉलेज मिल रहा है उसको स्प्रेड कर रहे हैं. तो थैंक्स टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स, हमारे चटर्जी साहब, मंजीत जी, इन सभी का मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ. और we will see on the next webinar on 21st of this month at 2 o'clock on the sustainable eco-friendly home gardening and green decor chapter 3. So thanks to all for joining with us and being a part of Indian Nurserymen Association. Thank you very much on behalf of Indian Nurserymen Association. Thank you all.